Hello everyone, my name is Zeynep and I am an industrial engineering student at Bilkent University. Today I am recording this video for my Physics 101 lab course. The title of my project is Effect of Launch Angle on Horizontal Range in Projectile Motion. In this experiment, my main goal was to see how the launch angle affects how far an object travels. Before doing the experiment, I learned that the maximum range should happen at 45 degrees if we ignore air resistance. So I wanted to check if my results would match this idea. For this experiment, I used a small ball, a measuring tape, a launcher with a protractor, and a flat surface. I tried to keep everything the same, like the launch height and speed, so that only the angle would change. I tested 4 different angles: 30, 45, 60, and 75 degrees. For each angle, I repeated the experiment 4 times to make my results more reliable. After each launch, I looked at where the ball first touched the surface and measured the distance from the starting point. While doing the experiment, I tried to be careful with both the angle and the measurements. Even small changes could affect the results, so repeating the trial helped me get better data. After collecting all data, I calculated the average range for each angle. I saw that the range increased from 30 degrees to 45 degrees and the maximum value was at 45 degrees, around 163 centimeters. When I increased the angle to 60 and 75 degrees, the range started to decrease. This is what I expected based on the theory. Also, I noticed that the results for 30 degrees and 60 degrees were close to each other, which makes sense because they are complementary angles. Of course, my results were not perfect. There were some sources of error. For example, I could not always launch the ball with exactly the same speed. Also, it was sometimes hard to decide the exact landing point. Air resistance might have also had a small effect. Even with these small errors, my results generally match the theory. The experiment clearly showed that the maximum range happens around 45 degrees. Overall, this experiment helped me understand projectile motion better, not only in theory but also in real life. Thank you for watching.